Hey everyone, Louis V here from Vinyl Latte. I just got back from Record Store Day, and on my doorstep, straight from the desk of Taylor Swift, is the 4 variants of the Tortured Poets Department. And I want to do a live unboxing with you and take a look at the variants. And then maybe what I'll also do is once we have a chance to unbox on this video, give me a few days, let me go ahead and listen to each one, and I'll do a follow-up video letting you know which variant sounds better, or maybe even which variant offers more bang for the buck. All right, let's go ahead and get this box open. You can see it's still sealed. Bear with me. All right, so the box is just broken open. We have some packaging. We'll toss that to the side. We got some cardboard here to also protect it. Actually, it's a really nice mailer. Better mailer than I've got from Taylor Swift before. And here they are, fresh out of the box. Albatross edition. Check that out. Look at that. This is the smoke gray vinyl. This has 2 with the 24-page book. Am I allowed to cry? Get a nice good picture of her. So that's that one. Then we also got this one. This is the Manuscript. So this is the released album, right? And the back it says, I love you. It's ruining my life. 2 ghosted white vinyls. This also has the bonus track. By the way, the names of the albums are also the bonus tracks if you're not familiar. I'm sure if you're watching this, you are. This is the Black Dog. Look at that. Old habits die screaming. Black Dog. 2 ink black vinyls. Or vinyl. It's records. Sorry, a little bit sleep deprived thanks to RSD. And this is the Bolter. Got that one too. You don't get to tell me about sad. Really tortured on these ones, right? So a lot of cool things, and that's it. There's nothing else in the box. No hearts or confetti like I've seen done in the past. So really just a straightforward shipping. But I will say that the box itself, look at this, really nice protection. Something that you would typically get from a nice audio store. So kudos to Taylor's team for kind of boosting up the quality of their shipping boxes, but I do kind of miss the confetti. Now all of these are gatefolds, it seems. Let me just double check that, but I'm pretty certain that these are not single sleeves. So they're all gatefolds with the books in the center. So what I'm gonna do for y'all today is I'm gonna open these up, but I always like to keep the hype sticker and everything. I'm not gonna go through all of that meticulous detail with you, but I am gonna open these up in a way that I can preserve them. I will say, look at this. I did get a little bit of a torn film here on the one. I think this was the one on top, so maybe from sliding around or what have you. So still probably not the best packaging, but a really gorgeous set overall. The one thing I hope I can secure is the box that goes with all of these. Unfortunately, they were sold out in like 2 minutes. Golly, man, it must be torture being a Taylor Swift fan and trying to get some of the merch. I just wanted a box because I thought it'd be really cool to house all 4 albums that I had on pre-order in that box. I thought that would be a nice presentation to put over here with the rest of my box sets. Look at all this dirt I got on me, folks. Look at me, I'm messy. You think I would actually, being on camera, would take care and be dressed nice. Let me crack the seal on all of these, and then we'll take a look and we'll flip through each one. Okay, welcome back. So what I did was actually transpose each of the 4 books, I don't know really what they're being called right now, into a outer sleeve, and then all I do is transpose the hype sticker to about where it was originally placed. So that's actually on the outer sleeve, but now that what it allows me to do is protect the cover, and we can slide them out. So before I do, let's take a look at what each of these albums actually have inside. So here we go. That's what the hype sticker looks like. Okay. And we'll go ahead and slide this record out of the now new protective sleeve. And we're going to open this up together for the first time. You ready? Look at that. Okay, what do we have here, folks? So we have this, looks like some notes here. Introductory poem by Stevie Nicks, who's just a phenomenal female artist. She, if you're not really familiar with Stevie Nicks, she has a whole bunch of self-titled albums, or not self-titled albums, solo albums, but she also was part of Fleetwood Mac. And we have a booklet here. And that booklet has, looks like all the lyrics of the songs with some really awesome looking photos. And now each one of these pages, they have a little bit of a texture. So they're not like glossy, but they're not exactly smooth either. It feels almost like really thick cardstock. The pictures, while they're kind of in this more like almost depressing tone with the color format and everything to kind of give you that sadness, emotional grab, they are very well printed. Looks really, really good. And it's actually a really nice presentation, to be honest with you. There's a lot of material here with all the lyrics. You don't have to worry about going online and Google them or looking them up. So look at that. That's pretty cool. And then you got some standalone art here. See that? And you got the Black Dog. So this is this is a special track. And then a summary and poem. So she has a summary here. So that's kind of interesting. And then, so I think the vinyl shifted, so I can't shut it. But let me go ahead and pull that out so I can show y'all what that is. That's the end of the booklet. And then inside you have, that's going to be ideally the second side. So this is going to be the first LP. So even with some more notes. And this says sides A and B down here, so you can't get lost. Now this is a cardboard cover, and you can automatically hear all the static. So if you put this on your table and she's popping, it actually is probably because of the static. It needs a good clean and a de-static. But this is what it looks like. Let me get it in a way that you can actually see the logo and everything. Really nice. That's the logo, and that's the black vinyl, right? So it's just it's like regular standard vinyl, folks. Nothing really too special there. This is just regular standard vinyl. So that's what the side A and B looks like. And then as far as C and D down here in the corner, what I think is really, really, really cute is that there's a little paw print there. So I guess it's supposed to be from a little dog print. Being that this is called the Black Dog. And then, of course, those records are also the same. So let me get this turned around so you can actually see it properly. But you can see the label there. And, of course, it is the same on the other side as well. So standard black vinyl, but that's what you get as far as the Black Dog edition. A very dark tones overall, lots of grays. The cover here this is kind of a little bit of a rougher, this is a glossy, smooth kind of texture. And this is kind of that same texture. It carries on through the front and sort of the rest of the book. So that's what you get in that particular collection. And then we'll go into something a little bit on the brighter side, the Manuscript. So I'll show you what the hype sticker looks like. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get this one out. So this one came out a lot easier. So it's not as thick as a package as the Black Dog. The Black Dog, I think, was the thickest one, and I don't know why, but it seemed to be the thickest one there. Okay, and we're going to open up this one again together, first time. Boom. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. So automatically almost a reverse color palette. Another introductory poem by Stevie Nicks. I can't tell if it's the same or not. I didn't really memorize it. But of course the inside the pictures and everything look to be the same. It's my first grab here. They about the same style. Okay. Some of these pages feel like they're sticking together. I apologize. There we go. For some reason, I don't remember that photo, but maybe it was in the other one. Florida. Guilty as sin. Yeah, some of these pages are, the bottoms of them aren't really 100% smooth, and that could just been because of shipping, but it makes it a little bit hard to flip through. But again, really nice artwork, the same texture on the last page. The photos, I don't think we're doing it justice. This picture looks different on the full-size art, probably breaking from the manuscript. Yeah, so you get some unique artwork as well then. So inside of the booklet, you're getting some unique artwork, and of course you get the lyrics to manuscript. And then another summary poem. And another photo. And then, of course, you have 2 LPs. So one in the front side and one in the back side. So let's get those queued up. And, of course, this is sides A and B. So it looks very similar to Black Dog, but a different color palette. And if you saw that there, too, you have Taylor kind of printed there on the side, and then these should be a colored vinyl. You ready to see them? Look at that, very gorgeous pure white vinyl with a nice white logo. So nice white on white, really feeling on brand here. Again, the inner sleeves are the thick cardboard, something you probably want to upgrade to polyline if you care about protecting the quality of the disc. If you don't know what that is, feel free to drop a comment and I'll send you a link where you can get some fairly inexpensive polyline sleeves. And what they do is they prevent static being built up. They also prevent scratching, because as you slide your precious records in and out of these, paper sleeves are going to get scratched up. Something you probably don't want to do if you really treasure having your Taylor albums as part of your collection. You don't want them all scratched up. It's been a long day, folks. All right. So there you go. You got the white. And then this one is actually kind of like this. Okay. Cool. Very nice, right? Very, very nice colors. Overall, I got to tell you, from a packaging standpoint, I'm really impressed. I think that, despite, we can argue about how this was done with the limited editions, worldwide release. I'll let y'all debate that as Swifties. But I can tell you, from a record collector, I really, really am digging the artwork on these. I do feel like they're something that ties me more to the music than, I gotta say, 1989 or even Midnight's has done with the variants there. Though, here we go. The other hype sticker for the Albatross. Okay. This one is also a pretty thick record. Actually, this one was actually the thickest one. I had the most challenges getting this one in a sleeve than any other one. We're going to crack this open together. You and I are seeing it for the first time together. Ready? Boom. How does that look? Look good? I'm going to take a peek here. I'm going to come join. All right. Stevie Nicks. We have similar Fortnite artwork. Down So Bad, So Long, London. So a little bit different artwork throughout, which is good. It was smart of Taylor not to use the same photos over and over. This is really nice. Yes, the texture is consistent with the rest of the other booklets. This one seems to be falling for some reason. And now we're going to get into the special track. And that's what that looks like. Okay. And then another summary. And it looks like the summary on the back is the same summary on each one. I think the intro from Stevie Nicks is also the same. I haven't read them, but just going by the way that the fonts are laid out, um, you can tell that. So this is side A and B on the inner sleeve in the back. Okay. And the vinyl on this one. Ooh, very on brand. Very, very well done. Very well done. Let me show this for you. Look at that. That nice label, huh? And this is almost an exact flip over. Well done there. That was a good label there. I like when you can just flip them and see the other side of the label. So very on brand with the colors. I'm really digging the whole tonality of this set. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going right for the vinyl. I'm sure you want to see this. This is the second inner sleeve. And a little attention to detail, right? So you have paw prints now on this side. You've seen that they're kind of random all over. And I'm assuming they're all cat prints because I have cats and that's what my cat prints look like. Okay. And this one I got to do a little bit of a readjustment. Oh, looks like that might have a little bit of a defect there. I don't know if that's dirt or a defect in the disc. So that might looks like that's a pressing defect. But we'll take a look at that a little bit better later. It's always good, by the way, when you get your albums to inspect them. And if there are any defects, a lot of times if you contact the place that you ordered them from, as long as it's a warranted defect, meaning that it is a legit defect from the manufacturer, it's not like you dropped or scratched the disc or something of that nature, a lot of times they'll go ahead and address it for you and get a replacement. Now, sometimes it can take a while. But if that is actually a defect, what I'll do is I'll take pictures of it and I'll explain, hey, I just opened it, and there's a defect in the pressing. So another tip for some of y'all at home collecting records is a lot of time it's great if something's really precious to you and you want to make sure it's good sounding, is to actually record yourself opening it and then be able to show the size of the disc like I'm doing, because if there is a defect, you also have a video of it just being opened. There's the hype sticker. All right, this is the bolter. This is the last one. Remember, we're not doing any listening tests on this one. I'm going to take a listen to all these albums over the next few days, and I'm going to come back with ranking these albums and my least to my favorite based on everything: packaging, sound, mastering, bonus track, my opinions, of course. So we're going to break this open. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to come over shoulder so I can look at this with you. All right. We're seeing some, obviously, same kind of style and format mix. Sorry, skip the page. Slightly different artwork on each one, but still kind of keeping all of those cool aesthetics. So that's really nice. Because then if you have all four, you have a lot of artwork here. You have a lot of cool things that make it a unique enough to own all four, not just a different colored vinyl, which is nice. Makes it feel a little bit more worth it. Actually, I feel better after seeing the quality of all of these, and I think hopefully you at home feel the same if you're interested. And then here's the special song on this one with the summary, and I'll show you the inners and we'll take a look at the record itself. All right. Okay, sorry if my hand's been blocking this. Okay, this actually reminds me a little bit like folklore in some ways. Some of the color pressings. This one had a little bit more pink into it. I don't know if that's coming out more brown or if you can actually see the pink in that, but this looks like it has like a little bit of a pinkish hue to it. More on the brown side, I would say, but it looks like a dose of pink. You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I don't know which side is the first side on this one. I think this is the first side. You can see some notes here with some personal messages. So I think you can have a lot of fun going through and reading all of Taylor's messages. I think if you're an ultra fan of Taylor's and you want to feel connected to her even more, that having all four of these is going to get you there. You know, I think this is my first impressions. I really like the packaging overall. I'm kind of interested to dive into that potential defect, but I can tell you, as somebody who's collected the last couple variants of her releases, I feel most satisfied that my investment went in the right direction on this set so far, despite some of the frustrations it was about always making these releases in urgency, when in reality they kind of weren't. So there you go. That's kind of a preview in each of the variants. As I mentioned before, I'm going to listen to all of them. I'm going to give you my thoughts. So stay tuned for a follow-up video. In fact, you should subscribe and hit the notify so you don't miss it. In the meantime, while I do that, why don't you go ahead and share with me your favorite variant, or maybe the variant that you picked up. And if you did pick up all four, which one are you preferring the most right now? Which color tones, attitude, photos, pictures, notes from Taylor are you really into? I'd love to get your thoughts as well. Until next time, I hope that you enjoy yourself, you be safe, and you're able to enjoy these wonderful albums. I'm super excited to get this on my turntable and hear it. I didn't spoil it, by the way. I'll leave with this. I'm sorry to ramble on, but I haven't heard any song on this album yet, so this is gonna be my first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you on the next episode.